comienzan bailando. Dame fuego, me llena por dentro. Prohibido y escapado. Y nos vamos hasta abajo. Es un
Hello, family and friends. Well, since our last postcard from Manila, we've been enjoying our first stop in Bali, which is Ubud, in the very center of the country, in the island. We've been in Ubud for about 6 days now. Be here for a total of 7 days. We're leaving tomorrow, but we arrived in Bali after a 4-hour flight from Manila, capital of the Philippines. And we have found that Bali is just as beautiful, exotic, chaotic, and overrun with tourists as you may have heard, but somehow it all just seems to work.
Well, Scott was sick 2 weeks ago and generously passed it along to me.
Sharing is caring.
I've been suffering for a bit longer than a week. So this morning we went to a medical clinic, saw a doctor, and she prescribed medications for bronchitis.
Very professional.
Very professional.
Everyone very professional, easy for me to say. And the doctor visit, the antibiotic prescription, and the cough medicine prescription was a total of $44.
Yep.
Crazy. So we'll be in Indonesia for a month in 4 different locations. 3 locations on the island of Bali, in Ubud, where we are now, as I just said, in Kintamani, which is a little bit further east, and that's known for rice terraces, and then finally, or on Bali, finally the week of Sanur, which is a little bit further south of Kintamani. And then we will be leaving Bali and heading to the island of Flores, where we'll launch from there to go see the Komodo dragons on the island of Komodo, which I am most excited about.
Mm-hmm. Our location in Ubud, the Element by Westin, has been the perfect setup for us. The resort is 20 minutes outside of town, surrounded by quiet in the jungle. They have complimentary shuttle service into Ubud, which makes everything so convenient. So Ubud is considered the culture and the artistic heart of Bali, and has become a huge wellness destination over the years.
Very much so.
The scenery here is beautiful: jungle, temples, rice terraces, and narrow winding roads everywhere. We're taking time.
And backpackers everywhere.
Yeah, we're taking time to settle in, relax, explore a little bit, or just spend the day doing absolutely nothing without feeling rushed or guilty.
Because we're just living our normal life around the world. So if we do nothing but read a book or whatnot, we are perfectly fine with that. But even with the slower pace, we did make it into town to visit the Sacred Monkey Forest Sanctuary, which was really cool. I did not expect it to be that quality of a park. But it's home to around 700 Balinese long-tailed macaws. Hey, say macaw? Okay, macaws. I call them monkeys. They roam freely through the forest, and they are very comfortable around people. They won't bother you. They play and sometimes fight with each other, but they're pretty big monkeys. The sanctuary is considered sacred because there are 3 ancient Hindu temples inside the park dating back to the 14th century that are still actively used today. So you'll see people there praying. But the whole area is just absolutely beautiful. Giant banyan trees, moss-covered stone carvings, jungle pathways, and little temples tucked into the forest. It really feels like stepping into another world, especially compared to the busy streets and intense traffic of Ubud itself, which is just insane. Ubud is definitely definitely an experience. Excuse me.
The traffic is...
What did I say, Bali?
Yeah.
Well, Bali is an experience too. The traffic is crazy.
Yesterday we finally felt well enough to do a Kintamani day tour, which is north of Ubud, into the Caldera region. The first stop was the famous Tegalalang Rice Terraces. So it's still actively farmed using the ancient Subak irrigation system, which dates back to the 8th century, and it channels water from sacred mountain springs through a network of canals. The scenery is stunning, although there are definitely a lot of tourist photo props, ballet swings, zip lines, and giant nests everywhere, which takes away from the authenticity a little bit.
But the rice terraces were beautiful, but...
Then we visit the Ulu Petanu Waterfall. The waterfall drops into this beautiful emerald color pool surrounded by rainforests and cliffs. And we also explored a cave nearby. After that, we went to the Holy Spring Water Temple, a sacred Hindu temple built in 1962 AD. So everyone's required to wear a sarong, and many visitors participated in the purification ritual by entering the sacred spring pools.
Which we did not, and you'll see photos of us in sarongs.
Yeah.
It's part of the requirement.
It was really interesting to witness such an important spiritual tradition still actively practiced today. We also stopped at a coffee plantation.
Yay.
We were given a walking tour through the property.
Learned about the different beans they grow here in
To learn
Bali.
about coffee growing,
As
roasting,
well as not guava, but
the fruit trees,
trees.
tropical plants,
Yeah.
local spices. And at the end, we had a complimentary tasting of 12 different coffees and teas.
And hot chocolate. 'Cause they grow,
and very flavorful.
yeah.
Flavors like vanilla and ginger. And honestly, they're all very, very good.
Yeah, they're wanting you to buy the various coffees and teas there, but we can't carry anything with us, so we just had the free samples. But our last stop of the day was Mount Batur Viewpoint, which overlooks the volcano in Lake Batur. And Mount Batur is one of Bali's most active volcanoes and has erupted more than 25 times over the last 200 years. Not lately, thank goodness, not while we were there, thank goodness, but seeing the volcano sitting above the lake and with the clouds just at the very top of the mountain was very surreal, very pretty and unforgettable. So our next postcard will be coming to you from our second home in Bali, Kintamani. Kintamani is They say what Ubud used to be before tourism got crazy about 20 years ago. So a lot of rice terraces that are not over tourists. We're looking forward to that. And apparently from our villa there, we can see Mount Agung, which is Bali's highest and most sacred volcano, because our resort faces the volcano. So looking forward to that. But we're really looking forward to slowing down in Kintamani even more than Ubud. So until then, we'll keep following the sun. Bye, everybody.